Do you know, I'm rather enjoying Deaf Crocodile's output. Sometimes the films aren't great or aren't to my taste. Sometimes they're just fantastic discoveries, but they're always interesting films. You know, you find something like Pied Piper and it just blows you away into going, wow, this is amazing, which makes me want to pick up more and more of their stuff. Like I did with 1982's Visitors from the Arkana Galaxy, a strange, weird kind of movie where we meet Robert, a science fiction writer who spends his time in a space helmet trying to write his space story, constantly revising what he's doing depending on what's going on with his life. He has a fiance, he has family and friends, and his story starts to come true. As he hears over his tape recorder, he hears Andra, the leader of these three people, part of his story, have come to Earth and start interacting with him, and he realises he has the ability for his tales to come true. It's such a weird science fiction fantasy comedy. It's so unusual, kind of fun and playful and comforting, with an absolutely bonkers final third of a movie, which just, well, I wasn't prepared to sit down and check out.
Što tu radiš?
Spremam. Ovdje se već dugo nije spremalo.
I kind of liked the idea of this one, but at the start I was never too sure whether Robert was holding on to his sanity barely, or whether this was actually happening. And as he goes on and explains some other stories, I was never sure whether it was a Walter Mitty situation where he was just one of these guys that just loved to tell these tall tales, but as these people become real and they start to interact with his life in fun and unusually minor ways, it just becomes something fun and strange and different.
Meni si bio ljubav, a njoj ćeš biti strojovođa.
Ma Biba, smiri se. Ponašaš se stvarno grozno.
Dalje od mene. Ili ja ili ona.
The retro FX, which look kind of hokey, fit entirely well with this story. In fact, they help bring it to life in that kind of hokey manner of the old 80s TV, where you just bought into the story and the shoddy effects brought it a little bit more to life than it first would have. It feels a little bit more curated in that fashion. I really kind of enjoyed The Visitors from the Arkana Galaxy. It took me a couple of sittings to finally just sit down and give it the attention it needed. There was too many other things going on. But when I finally sat down and paid attention, I was rewarded with a story that was generally kind of heartwarming and fun. Now, the one thing I will briefly touch on, but I won't get into too much, is the final third of this one. Because that last act was something special. Something that I don't want to spoil or waste for you here, because it came out of left field. I was not expecting it, and I enjoyed the hell out of that. It was an absolute riotous time, and something deeply unexpected for what I was hoping for at the end of this one. I would love to know if you've checked this out, or if you've seen this one, and if you have, your thoughts on it. Got to let me know in the comment box below. I need to know if someone else has seen this and what you thought of it. So drop me a comment. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.